Alright, so here's a before look on the GoPro of this next watering hole. Hey guys, Kapper here and welcome back. This is a never before seen footage of a watering hole that I forgot to post. But it's a really good one because it's everything, start to finish, core trench, the dam, everything. And yes, you'll get to see it full afterwards. Across the top of this hill to catch more water in this watering hole once I get it dug here. Alright, so first thing I'm doing is I'm peeling the dirt and weeds off pretty much as far as I can reach towards what's going to be the other side of the pond there. And then I'll scooch back and I'll keep doing the same thing to clear out a large area here, and then I'll start on the dam after I get all this junk stuff cleared out. Pretty exciting just thinking about the overall property and how far we've come so far in just, well, what, 8 months? I think we bought it in January. So now I'm just about done peeling the dirt off. Now I'm going to throw the dirt down here, which is going to be the back of the dam. So that extra dirt helps me make the dam wider. The dam is going to go right about across here, or maybe up here a little bit, right around here, because this pile of dirt I'm going to have to spread out in a line about that direction, because I'm going to make a cut up that hill and collect all the water coming from this hill. So this weeds and dirt on top basically start forming the backside of the dam just to help make it a little thicker and a close place to get rid of the dirt that's not really going to be part of the core of the dam itself. Alright, so now I'm peeling that hill back of the crappy stuff that I made. It's going to be kind of the back of the dam up here on the high side. I'm sorry, the low side. And I'm going to make, the more I look at the way this ditch is shaped, I'm going to shape the dam kind of in a U shape and not straight across. Because straight across is just getting too big for the amount of time that I want to spend in there. So this pile right here where I'm building is basically going to be the back side of the dam, and the dam will be kind of inside all this crappy dirt. I mean, you'll see I don't necessarily build them like, excavators build ponds, but these are all deer watering holes way out in the woods. So as long as they hold water, that's my goal. Now from up here you could kind of see things starting to take shape a little. This left dirt hill will be the outside of the dam, and the good clay will be on the inside of it in a horse shape. Sometimes a dirt hill like this will hold water. I mean, when I started making these, that's kind of how I started. And sometimes they'll hold water and often they won't. Or sometimes they'll hold less water than what you think, but now I've come a long way, I suppose, and now I really try to make them pure clay, try to dig a core trench beneath the dam and try to compact the dam all the way up. I don't always compact the bottom of it. That just kind of depends on how moist it is. Now I'm digging the actual core trench. decided I'm going to go ahead and build one again. dirt is like bone dry. So hopefully I'll get some compaction when I put it back in there and start tracking it down. Guess we'll see. It's always a new experiment. I'm at the very end of the core trench. Got some jams on. I'm running out of room to put the clay. But you don't want to put it too far away to where you can't scoop it back in there. This is all really good dirt, or clay I should say. Okay, so here's a look at the core trench for a good visual. It's only probably 2-3 feet deep maybe. And then I'm just going to dump the dirt back in it and start compacting it and building the dam. I mean, I probably should take that end a little lower, but I think it'll be all right once I pack it all down. Building the dam is the fun part. So I'll walk down here in the core trench, give you a little better idea. I mean, the whole goal of the core trench is so that the water can't sneak underneath your dam. That's really it. Sometimes you don't even need one and it'll hold, you know, for these small watering holes, but I'm getting to the point where I'm just putting them in because I don't want to take the risk as much anymore. And it's a little bit moist down here, so I should get some compaction. Alright, now I managed to finagle myself in the core trench. I barely made it wide enough, but I kind of knew that. So now I'm filling it in front of me, and then I'm kind of blading it, and then I'll go back and forth and just work on compacting it. You know, it's not as good as a dozer in here or something like that, but I think it'll work fine. Guess you'll have to stay tuned and find out. I'm really curious on how that one I dug the other day is going to go too. That's a really nice one. I dug a core trench and I'm just hoping, you know, it's deep enough. Let me show you how I'm compacting the core trench, which is beneath the dam. Boy, I'm missing the Branson right now. You ain't gonna be able to hear me as good because I have to put that controller on the floor because there ain't enough room in here. But basically, I have filled in this bottom roughly 1.5 feet, give or take. Packing back and forth, it's nice and moist, and in my wheel tracks it's pretty much like concrete. I went out to check, so I think we'll get some decent compaction. Either way, this is going to be the core trench. These 2 tracks are all I got because I didn't feel like making it much wider. I didn't have much room to operate in here without having to move the dirt too far. Now I'll just kind of run back and forth, you know, and drag the blade and get the base of this compacted the best that I can, and then start building the dam same way. Man, it's crowded in here. So this part's a little bit monotonous. Basically, you add more dirt, pack it down, level it. Add more dirt, pack it down, level it. Until basically that's how you build the entire dam all the way up to the top. At least the center of it, the core trench part. Here's a look from the ground level. You could see right there is the old ground level, so I actually made it much deeper than I had thought. So it's probably a good at least 3 to 4 feet down instead of 2 to 3. It's kind of almost drizzling, but let's keep at it. Alright, I add about 6 to 12 inches at a time and just pack it and fill it. We're making some pretty good progress. Alright, I can't do 3 things at once, sorry. There's backwards, and there's I'm just slowly pulling it in. This should be a really nice watering hole. Okay, I got the core trench all pretty much level with the ground, so now I can actually start digging the pond, or the fun part. Been packing and packing and packing and grading and packing, so I'm pretty sure I got a pretty nice compaction on the core trench. Purposefully did not dig up the dirt right here next to the core trench, because I'm going to sit on that so I could reach out to this pile and even farther to dig that dirt in and then throw it back on the dam. Alright, so now I'm sitting just inside of the dam, and I'm reaching as far as I can and stacking on the core trench there. So pretty much everything I'm reaching now over here is going to be about underwater. Sucky part is I forgot my laser, but you know, I've done enough of these without the lasers. I might be a little bit off somewhere, but it'll still work. You know, the tricky part is getting your spillway right, because you want your spillway on virgin ground. So, and it seems like each one of these I dig, I streamline just a little bit more. Of course, a lot of this I owe to my buddy Morris for teaching me all this stuff. I would have eventually learned it on my own, but there was a lot of secrets that you just don't find out on your own. So keep digging away here. My other lease guy is going to be here very shortly. Hopefully we don't get any rain today. I'd like to just get this finished and packed down, and then it can rain all at once. Right now you can see how the core trench in the new dam is going to tie into all that junk I threw out there, and then it'll all be just one big dam. So that saves me from having to haul dirt or move it or do anything like that. Or packing, I should say, filling, packing and grading, filling, packing, grading. Alright, now I'm getting to where I can barely even reach all the way down there. I forgot my laser today, so I'll be kind of eyeballing it. I think I have a string level in the truck, but I'll probably just eyeball it. I mean, the way it's looking right now, it should be every bit of 6, 7, or 8 foot deep down in the deep spot here. So I'm threatening to run out of gas here pretty quick. Literally the diesel fuel in the excavator. But I at least want to get this hole rounded out and get the dam all leveled out, at least what feels level, and then it can rain all at once. on the edge of the dam right now, just to where I could reach all the way in here. And the lease deal went pretty good, so we'll keep you posted. Okay, well, my other GoPro is dead and my camera tripod is back up by the truck. I wanted to get a really nice shot of, now I'm sitting on the actual dam, trying to build it up just a little more, finishing touches. So this is the only view that I got available. This is going to be a very big watering hole. It's going to be more like a nice swimming hole. It's going to be nice and cool and deep. The deer ought to like drinking out of it, I would think. We'll see how much I get done before I run out of diesel. They're all done. Just kind of dressing these edges just a little, just to get somewhat of a uniform ramp down there. But turned out very nice. Seems like each one gets a little bigger every time. There's one more look from up above. Pretty good sized crater.